Hey guys, I'm Mitchell Ray, and you're listening to the very first episode of the Real Music Nashville podcast. I'm super stoked. I got to sit down with the Weird Sisters. That's Gabrielle Lewis. She plays keys. Isaac Short on the guitar. Caitlin Crawley vocals, and Jeff Brown on the drums. This was a super easy podcast to do. Not only is their music great, but they're just great people, and we got into some really cool and fun topics. And I can't wait for you guys to listen to it. You can find the Weird Sisters at theweirdsistersband.com and have fun on their website. It's really intricate. They put a lot of work into it. And you can find their social media and everything else from there. And as always, you can find us at realmusicnashville.com. And please subscribe on any platform. We're going to be there. Google, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, anything you can think of, you'll be able to find our podcast. Because this is our first episode, of course the show is going to evolve over time. Right now, I think what I'm going to do is release an episode on the first Monday of every month and the third Monday of every month. So you'll get 2 episodes a month, and I'll keep that up as long as I can. So far, it hasn't been too hard finding, especially during COVID, people that want to, talk about their band and have a platform to promote a little bit. Unfortunately, I overestimated how much people would want to do in-studio recording. I didn't take into account how much equipment, these type of bands have to move, and it's just a real pain in the ass. So there'll be no video on the YouTube this week. That's going to change, though. I do have artists that have been sending in their own recordings with audio and visual. So on a few of these upcoming episodes, we will get the YouTube channel up and running. But for now, the YouTube channel will remain empty, and I'm actually kind of thinking of some different ideas how to utilize the YouTube channel other than what I had initially had planned for it. I'm thinking it may turn into just a live stream platform to promote the various artists that I have on the show and the podcast itself. Okay, enough about me. Let's get into the podcast episode with the Weird Sisters. And I'll transition here with a clip from one of their songs from their self-titled album in 2019. This is a clip from Texas Toast.
Try not to get angry. Shout.
Dude, I've never seen a more Ringo-looking drummer, by the way.
Ooh, yeah, he gets that
I like
sometimes.
cut my hair.
He does.
Okay, Jeff, someone said
Fifth Beatle right
I
here.
was you the other day. Who mistaked me for you? It was
What?
John Eldridge. John Eldridge
Oh,
got in
yeah.
the backseat of the car from us picking him up, and he thought that I was you.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He mistaked Caitlin for you. And he's like, hey, Jeff.
Well, this is when we need to tell the whole world that we are all related except for us.
There we
two.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not related.
No, it's
Really
cousin Onion
shouldn't
over
be. I
there.
don't think you
The
should.
three of us are related.
We're related. You're your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My own thing.
Yep.
Separate enterprise.
Oh, goofy. Oh, man.
We're always goofy.
Okay, cool.
Oh, nice moccasins.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know.
They
You
stink.
look- both of you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
man.
wore your slippers,
You
Isaac.
gotta be comfy, dude.
I just watched these, man.
For the first time.
Yeah, man. They were.
I never thought about washing my moccasins. I
Throw 'em
guess
in
I
a-
could do that.
Throw them in the washing machine, man. See what happens.
No.
It's an
Then
adventure.
you let with those you probably let them air dry.
Yeah, I let those air dry, too.
I let them air dry every night after I stopped wearing them.
Yeah, boy.
Yup.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Our mic's good.
Yeah, I think so. Tap on y'all's. I can hear you, so you
Hello.
must be good.
Hello, there.
Lovely.
Hello.
Oh,
Check,
good.
check.
Okay.
Hello, friends.
Scooch up more. I know
Yeah,
it's
these are
back.
just SM58s, so you do kind of have to be up
Kind
on
of
'em.
close.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same stuff y'all. I'm sure y'all are used to performing on like
Mhm.
every night or every weekend.
Well, back in the day.
Right, not anymore.
No.
What have you guys
Yeah.
been doing since COVID? It's like the obligatory first question on every podcast now.
A big list.
We've been
You
writing.
just say
No.
your whole conception of reality has just been broken down, and now it's just it's a palette.
Bring that up to you.
It's
there.
a
No,
blur-
you can lean back. Just bring it to yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Bring it to you.
I got you.
Perfect. You got friends helping you out.
Yeah, Jeff's
Thank you.
our right hand
He
tech
really
man.
is.
Well, so yeah, I mean honestly, we need our boys.
Yeah, so I kind of saw you eyeing my setup a little bit, so I figured
Yeah,
you
yeah,
had
yeah.
you had like a cursory knowledge.
I do, yeah, yeah, I do.
So yeah, I mean, have you guys? It seems like everyone I talk to has like a different project going on with COVID or anything. Have you guys just been hunkering down writing or
Lot of
anything
that.
like that?
Yeah, a lot of that, but also a lot of video projects.
It's a
Oh, yeah.
video.
Yeah, we've been getting into a lot of just crazy stuff with that and spending as much time as we can just kind of expanding where we can be creatively. You know, we redid our website. And yeah, we've been recording a lot of demos too and writing a ton of music and practicing as much as we possibly can. It's been super fun actually.
Yeah, I guess to not have you got all that free time and everything.
Oh, yeah, all that free time and everything. Yeah, you can do one or two things with it, but we've been trying to work as much as we can.
Yeah, and the website, that is to make the internet fun again. You know, it is like it's like Flash animation from
A lot of
so
gifts.
the 80s or the
No, I
90s?
made
Or
most of it.
decade. Well, yeah, he did. He's an amazing little artist too.
Yeah, it's like a huge rabbit hole. Every link has a link, and I went down that for like
So you-
45 minutes.
Did you play it? Did you get
Oh
lost
my
in it?
God.
Yeah, I
funny.
did.
Dude, what was it? What was it like for you? Because I haven't heard any like.
Overwhelming.
Really?
Yeah, like
Wow. Cool.
because I found your burger joint or whatever that is. Just all kinds of stuff. Men looking for big dongs. That was fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Elvis macaroni. Yeah, in the bathtub. Well,
Yeah.
hey man, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Because a lot of thought went into that.
Yeah, it looked like it for
Yeah.
sure.
A lot
There's
of
even
weed.
more, but it's not live yet. So just
Oh
wait.
goodness. And when I said overwhelming, I meant that in a good way. You know, like
These cookies are overwhelming, by the way.
They are,
Oh,
They
yeah.
are really
disappearing
good. Yeah,
Fast.
yeah, no problem.
There was probably 9 on that plate.
there was more than that.
10 on that plate probably.
There was
now
more
we're
than
at
For anyone
4.
listening, my lovely wife Mel made cookies, and
you.
Bless her.
everyone seems to be enjoying them.
Yeah.
So talk about your Instagram a little bit. Like, that's another rabbit hole I went down. Do you guys put a lot of thought into that, or is it just sort of a quick creative outlet?
What do you got to say, Gabby? What do you got to say?
Well, I put a lot of thought into it. That's kind of like my little thing.
So he's the website, you're the Instagram.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody's the Instagram because it's all of us featured, but I make the posts and decide like what goes on there and write the copy like in the caption.
Yeah.
So, and we started it back in like 2016, I think. That was the first post, and since then I've just been trying to figure out how to like grow it as much as possible and
Yeah.
put stuff that represents us visually
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah, we're trying to raise the vibration of social media. Because I learned from a guy recently, like a nutritionist that I watch on YouTube, who actually was saying in one of his videos, he's like, yeah, all social media vibrates at lower frequencies.
You and my wife would get along. You sound
Yeah.
like you you charge crystals in your backyard on a.
You know, and that's, man,
Not that my
crystals
wife
are-
does that, but she does that.
They're expensive. So I want to know, I'd rather just go out, you know, to the crystal.
They
like,
harvest your
obsidian
own?
field, like, you know,
Yeah.
out west.
Yeah.
And
Take one back.
carve those out and charge up everything, man.
Yeah, it's like that Instagram. We're going to charge that
Instagram.
Instagram up. Low battery levels right now. We're trying to get it to at least 12 volt.
Yeah, it hasn't been very active lately because we've just been trying to amass a bunch of content so we can, like, kind of like what you're doing with
Yeah.
recording your episodes, so you have a nice stockpile.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess just give me like sort of the just kind of a synopsis of how you guys got together, how you met, and everything. Just sort of how the band came together. That'd be pretty interesting, I think.
It always begins with food.
Yeah.
Spaghetti. From,
Yeah, well, Gabby and
guys-
I met at a spaghetti
Yeah.
dinner like
In
5
5
years
years
ago.
now, like this month.
I love
Yeah,
this.
and we looked at each other and we just started giggling, and then we giggled for about a year.
A spaghetti dinner,
Yes.
like hosted by a friend, or is this
Yeah,
like a place?
it was this guy that he was trying to sleep with me, and he was
Oh.
trying to get some weed, probably from Isaac. So he invited.
I
us-
hope he doesn't listen to this.
I mean,
No, Russell
honestly,
knew what was
hey,
up.
shout out to Russell Brantley. If it weren't for you, there would
Hey.
be no Weird Sisters. So
Yeah.
thank you, man.
Right place at the right time, and then yeah, we just started jamming as much as we
Yeah.
possibly could. She played the keys, and I would like step out on the guitar and the drums and stuff. And then I was
We-
playing with Jeff at the time in another band. Yeah, we were playing at Browns.
Brown's Diner.
Yep. And
More
then
Once a month,
Nice.
we played in a cover band that I'd been in for a while with his old boss.
Okay.
Who's
Yeah.
the lady we met there that waited on
oh,
us?
Daphne.
Daphne.
Yeah,
She's
Daphne
a,
the
like,
waitress. She's been
she's
there.
a relic. I mean,
Oh yeah, she's worked there for.
60 years.
Shout
I
out to
don't know
Daphne,
that
dude.
long, but-
She's a strong lady.
Go get a Brown's burger from Daphne and
Yeah.
tell her the
Yes,
Weird
go to
Sisters
Brown's.
sent you.
Brown's Diner.
Well, so
be
then
like, who?
we were at Brown's Diner, and then all of a sudden we became a band.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not-
basically.
Basically, yeah. Because me
We
and
just-
Isaac met, and he took me away from the other music stuff I was doing. I was just like, I'm not doing
A
that.
full
Yeah, because
orchestra.
you're
He
a-
stole her away.
You're a
I-
classically trained artist, right?
Back in the day,
Back in the day. Well, you never
no.
become unclassically
That's
trained.
true, but you definitely can get not as good at that.
That is
specific-
absolutely
If
true.
you don't practice that stuff relentlessly, you just start to suck. So, yeah,
That goes with music in general, I think.
that's true. But yeah, I met him and I was like, ooh, synthesizers. Ooh,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
that?
I was
Like,
eyeing your setup in some of your videos. Very nice.
yeah. But then we, I guess Jeff at Brown's, that kind of became a thing, and he started drumming with us, and then we met Caitlin. Like now, it's been a year and a half ago, and
I love your vocals, by the way, Caitlin.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're
Thank you.
superb.
Well, it was a one fateful evening. I came over
Mm-hmm.
to meet both you guys at that house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this dude Taylor Cole recommended Caitlin because we were looking for pipes. Because we
Yeah.
were 3-piece, and then I was the pipes always, and that was beginning to be a little bit exhausting.
Yeah.
Because I just want to play guitar, dude.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, and then Taylor recommended Seabrow over there, and she rolled in, and we just talked for about an hour. She was there
Yeah.
looking. She laid it all on the line, and then she started singing.
Yep.
And
That's kind of. I was
I-
like, I hope they're okay with me talking as much as I did. I just kind of told you where I was at and that's funny that Taylor messaged you because I was like trying to move out west at this point. I was kind of done with Nashville.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So the Weird
So-
Sisters kept you in town then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happening.
Had me around.
everywhere.
12 years, Nashville. 12 years.
So what made you want to move out west? Why were you done with Nashville?
I had come out of a very unfortunate relationship that only lasted a year, but it just made me kind of change the course of my life essentially, for the better, but also just to know I was like, well, I don't really know if I fulfilled. It felt unresolved. Nashville felt very unresolved, creatively, but it was kind of like, I'd rather just go and start
fresh.
over,
Start fresh. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, good thing you didn't, because it's on fire and everyone's leaving.
Yeah.
I know it's a
Thanks,
game
man.
of last man standing right now.
Kind of like every place in
which-
the world right now, though. Like,
which
can
bands
we
are gonna
just
come
like
out?
Oh,
leave
yeah.
Earth? Is that can we do that?
Or you just
No, I
take a
think the
moment.
aliens are on their way. Actually,
Not yet. Elon Musk. Hey.
he is an alien.
Oh.
Dude, aliens don't vote either. Oh, she's like, yeah, you wink at me.
So what's your writing
have to.
process like? So because we got classical over here and clearly improvisational over here.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I
a
guess-
blues guy. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, pentatonic scale all the way.
Yeah. Come on.
Do you guys all just, if you come up with an idea or something, do you just sort of jam on it at practice? And
we,
just
we,
Yeah.
develop
yeah, we
it?
jam constantly. That's kind of the thing. We start every practice with a jam, and
That's
we'll,
awesome.
we'll throw. If I have an idea, I'll throw it out there. Gabby has one. Caitlin and Jeff, have a beat or something. Just throw it out there in the room, and then everyone reacts to it their own way. And then after about like 10 minutes of doing that, you're either somewhere or you're somewhere different, and
Yeah.
it's either you want to take it and work on it, or you want to
Well,
move on to something
Yeah.
else. But just jamming really.
Yeah. Just enjoying that jam. And sometimes the melody will come really natural. Sometimes I just want to sit back and hear and listen to what they're doing and just vibe on that. And then we've had other times where just lyrics and everything that come out full force. It's just like it's like, all right, this is how this is going to be a song, and this is just the start of it. Kind of come from Jan.
Do you
Like
guys
that.
do you guys all kind of pitch in on the lyrics, or is there a particular lyricist?
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff.
Jeff.
It's all Jeff. Yeah.
The drummer's always the lyricist. I think he wrote. Ringo wrote all the lyrics for the Beatles songs. I'm
Only the
pretty
good
sure.
Beatles songs.
Yeah,
That's what I hear.
just the good ones.
Yeah. we're all writing,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
it's just like an evolving process right now. I need to get better at my rapping, like Isaac.
That's coming
For,
soon.
for the Riverbend, yeah. For the Riverbend song.
2021.
Can't come soon enough.
So you guys are like, your internet presence is so goofy and silly and weird that I almost thought it was a joke when you posted. I ran across your video saying that you guys were nominated for the, what is it?
Oh, Nashville.
The
Industry,
Nashville, best alternative rock band in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
we
Well,
won that, Nima.
Nima's kind of silly.
Yeah,
you
Nima's.
know?
Yeah, it was just.
Nima's kind of goofy, like
If you want to
Yeah,
put
I
like
guess.
best of anything on music, it's kind of silly to begin with. It was really cool that we got nominated. So in order to we just want to stay humble, or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, it was just really it's not about anything like that. But
We
I don't
won
know.
that 2019 and 2020, right?
Well, we actually won 3 this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
talk
we won
about
that
that
one
because
2019.
I couldn't
I
find.
gotta see if I can remember. Yeah, we won Best Alternative Rock this year and Best Live Rock Performer and Best Rock Album.
Wow.
Erica, yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you get nominated for that? Do you submit yourself and then your fans vote, or how does that work?
No, we've been nominated these past 2 years by Jay Gregory. He is Sad Spaceman Promotions. He's like a booker and helps a lot of local artists kind of get on their feet and get going.
Yeah.
But
he's
he's
awesome.
he's chairman of the Rock Council for NEMA, and
Okay.
he has to nominate everyone that goes. I think others nominate too, but he did nominate us and a couple other bands. And then basically the voting or the winners are determined by fan votes.
Okay.
So it does depend. Like you have to have a pretty strong fan base to to get those votes.
Yeah.
But-
So that's awesome. Do you guys have? You said this guy helps kind of local bands in general. Do you guys have management or anything of your own?
No.
No, we do everything ourselves. Every
I
single
wish.
thing. Yeah.
That's actually
Okay.
probably a good thing.
Like we recorded
so-
the first record ourselves. Like every single bit of the process has been hands on.
That's awesome. Yeah. Some of the bands I've talked to, they've had less than positive experiences with management and everything. So I don't know.
We
Well,
would
yeah.
just love an experience with management.
Yeah,
If there are
just
any
to see.
managers out there, hit us up.
Yeah.
You want to do a social experiment on a weird rock band?
Yeah.
We're waiting.
Yeah, let's get a scientist up in here. That's kind of what I'm into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mind control.
really. Teach me more about the frequencies.
Hmm.
Yeah. Maybe Elon Musk is listening and he was interested in managing a band.
I mean, he
Yeah,
can
that'd
take
be
us
fun.
to space, and we can be the first band to play in space.
Play on
And
Mars,
that's what we'd like.
100%.
I'd settle
As
for
long
the
as you
moon.
come back.
The moon.
I don't
Oh,
care.
we'd
I'll
definitely
man.
come
I'll
back,
stay up
but
there
if
and jam.
Someday.
Whatever.
Jam in the space station.
But also, if we
Hell
didn't
yeah.
come back, we're
I
still
wonder how
here.
zero gravity affects sound frequency.
See, that's what I'm wondering
I
about.
wonder
Because it's just
too.
like tension of a string and like how it would affect a vibration. Like what's gravity's effect on just
or
like,
an acoustic
tension.
drum set. Does that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how would you even like hit the drum?
It's,
Yeah.
you're just not gonna get. You're gonna get the bounce. You think?
No.
No single-handed drum rolls.
Yeah. There's no drum rolls. There's no
All
bounce
four on
back.
the
So you
spot.
would. Yeah. You'd really have to. You just have
Hammer
to hit it.
those
Yeah.
bitches.
That would be interesting.
That'd be sick.
So you guys said that you have quite a bit of gear that goes into at each show.
It would actually not fit in this room. Well, it would, but
It would be.
Yeah.
it would be,
It would be
tight,
tight.
for sure.
What all goes into a live show for you guys when it comes to gear? Because I know that can be exhausting transporting.
Yeah.
All right,
Everything.
so we got this. Honestly, Isaac, you should just give a rundown.
Okay, so who you want to start with? Gabrielle. She got these two big ass PV things.
All right, now Gabrielle is the synth player,
Yeah, synth
classically
keys.
trained pianist.
That's right. She got these two big ass PV things, 15-inch speakers, and they're like 180 watts each. They're ginormous.
I'm loud.
They're loud as hell. And so
loud.
she'll play the SV1, which will do like the Rhodes and the clavinet.
It's a
and
double stack keyboard.
double
That's
stack
what it
keyboard. Yeah,
is.
she got the SV1 on the right hand, and then she got the subsequent 37 on the left hand. For a while, we were doing the Rhodes and the Mini Moog, and carting that thing everywhere, but it just weighed so much. That was terrible to move, and she had like a
Yeah.
half stack. These two Geminis we'd take, but okay, so we kind of streamlined everything. You know, we got the
It has
the
gotten
PVs
better,
in there.
that's for sure.
It's the way more bass. Yeah, we got that figured out sonically. She got the keyboard stand. She's able to have pedals now. That took a lot of like cable here, there, lots of flex tubing and zip ties.
And Isaac built me a custom keyboard stand. It looks like a kind of like a piano, like because one keyboard sits in there and then the other one sits on top, and then all the wires are kind of like in behind. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, we were using like an ironing board and like a music stand for the synth for a while. It was crazy, like
Yeah.
these different rigs
That's
we'd
cool.
have to come up with to do this double stack stuff.
You should bring it back.
And then
though,
I'll use
for a certain situation.
I play 2 full stacks, or not full stacks rather, not yet anyway. I got a
God.
JTM 45 half stack, and then I got like a bass half stack, and then I'll do like my pedal board to do the whole split. Because every time she'll
So
play
do you
bass.
switch back and forth, or
Yeah, I switch back
from-
and forth to bass, just on an
Okay.
octave down
Because
on the
sometimes
guitar.
I solo, and
Yeah.
then
When
we
she's
need a low
stepping
end.
out.
Because I'm
She's
my
the
left
bass
hand
player,
is a
you
bass
know?
player.
But
Yeah.
I just want to hear that from a guitar sometimes too, from you.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
do.
like,
That's what I do.
So
matching up those
And then
tones
he's got
is
his
great.
giant ass sonar drum set.
Yeah.
If we have to take it.
Yeah, generally speaking, we have
wouldn't
been
have
lucky enough to play places that have house kits.
that's very
So
nice.
there's been most gigs, I would say I have the least amount of gear.
You just show up with sticks, and you're like, what's the
Snare
problem?
drum, cymbals, pedal,
Yeah.
sticks, yeah, and I'm good to go. Which is odd that the drummer has the least amount of gear because usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when I have to bring my entire drum set, it's probably a little more tied.
Yeah.
So talk about I know you guys have a couple singles that you're about to release. I think we're featuring one on this podcast. What's the name of it? How did it come about? Just some general information, I guess.
Well, we're going to release a song called "Going Down." It was kind of made popular by Freddie King, and I guess Deep Purple and Beck also put out versions.
Jeff
of
Beck.
It. Jeff Beck. Sorry.
Great guitar.
It's great, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna put that one out. I'm not sure when because I'm still trying to figure out how to license a cover when you modify lyrics. Turns out when you change the lyrics, you have to get a special kind of permission from the publisher. So I can't tell
So
you
wait,
when it's
you
coming out.
modified the lyrics. I'm trying to think how that would work.
Don't, you'll hurt yourself.
Yeah, I've been on the phone for like 2 days. I feel like it's
Yeah.
just been,
So you got to get special permission, and then if you monetize it, you probably have to pay the original copyright owner or something like that.
So how it'll work in this situation, it's a little unfortunate, but we will not get any publishing for the music. We'll just be getting sound recording royalties.
Okay.
So because it's a cover, but like if you listen to our version, it sounds I think pretty different from
Just a jam.
yeah.
It's like usually it's like 7 minutes, and
Yeah.
yeah, the saxophone solo comes out.
Wait,
the
who plays
guitar
the
solo.
saxophone?
I do.
You do? Okay.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, we gotta have the whole saxophone thing worked out live too, man. Yeah.
Multi-talented group here.
Everybody pulls their weight. That's for sure. But I can't tell you when it's coming out because we're waiting on that. But then we have another single too that is really exciting because it's a different version of a song that we have on our first record, but it's like totally different because like Caitlin, when she joined, we were kind of working on this song. It's called "I'm With You," and it just like wasn't flowing right. And then you started like
We weren't happy with what the chorus harmony. We weren't happy with these harmonies at all, and then we just made it. Like double time?
Well, it was the verses we made
The
double
verses.
time because you were like, oh, they're too long, like it's too long. And then Jeff was like, well, I'm just gonna go double time here. And then you started doing like your thing, and it was like,
Yeah. So we were just like, let's record an alternate version.
We changed it from a slow song to kind of a more upbeat song,
yeah,
and it completely changed the song. If you listen to them back to back, you'd kind of have to listen for the lyrics to really get it.
Yeah.
So like the song that's featured in the movie The Wonders or whatever.
Yeah.
You change a slow song to the fast song, and it's suddenly a hit.
Dude, this is it. 100%.
This is definitely,
double time.
I think, a better version. So,
I quit. I quit. I quit. Sorry, that's from that movie.
but we recorded both of them with Ben McLeod. He was great. Great working with him. He basically came into our spot and recorded us in our area, and then like we did some vocal tracking at his house, and it's just
Yeah, the mixes came back great. He was awesome to work with, and yeah, got him mastered.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to put him out. It's, we've been biding our time putting out some music because this whole year has been, when's a good time to release a song, when the world's ending.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
If you don't know Ben McLeod, he's a sack drum or guitarist. I was gonna say
Sick
guitarist in All Them Witches. And they put out their album "Nothing Is the Ideal." So
Yeah, they
pretty
put out
killer,
that
man.
It's killer. Yeah, they
I
did that in
didn't
Abbey
listen to
Road.
it.
Who is that
Yeah.
again? Plug them one more time.
All Them Witches.
That band sounds really familiar. I don't know.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They're-
Yeah, make it more
they're
familiar, man. Look them
successful.
up. They're cool.
Oh, they're on New West, New
Mhm.
West Records.
I believe so. Yeah.
So
Trying to think where I know that name from. But anyways, so are you guys, is this part of these singles, is it part of like an album that's coming out, or?
We have a lot of demos right now that'll probably be more part of a bigger collection at some point. But right now we're just focusing on just throwing out singles as much as we possibly can, and just at some point we'll make the whole cohesive thing happen. But doing a whole record, just dropping it right now, it doesn't seem like the right move.
Yeah, I guess since you can't really promote it the way you'd want to by performing.
Yeah,
and
I
We'll
gotta
everything.
make
wanna
a sprinkle
tour it.
before I make it
Uh-huh.
rain, dude. Like,
we don't want virtual fans in the stands. Really.
Right.
Yeah, we
I
want.
So
watched
no
so
live,
much of the
no
other
live
day.
streams for you guys.
oh no, they're coming.
We're
Yeah,
we're
Yeah.
doing
about to
those.
do a
We're about to do
bunch.
some
Those are
crazy stuff.
Are you?
fun.
We've done a
Yeah.
couple.
Yeah.
So who's I'd be interested to hear about that. Like, do you guys have a specific person that you work with for your live streams, or
Yeah.
is it like a different venue every time?
No, it's been our house so far, and kind of got a team of homies that
Yeah.
want to get involved and make a night of it. Our friends Bishu Hanna, and he's actually moved away, but Joel Roderick, he's been kind of the mastermind behind our. He'll handle all the visual stuff, and then I'll handle all the audio,
Okay.
and then because I'll run everything through Pro Tools first, and then
Live mix.
yeah, just do a live mix there, and then take that output, and we'll match it up with the stream, and then send it, so we can still have the good audio. And then he'll have the whole handheld camera, and he'll be switching stuff on OBS. And
So do you have just the one camera, or like what's your setup?
we've done a few where it's like we'll have 4 cameras. I think we did one with 3. So it's like handheld and a couple stationary cameras you can just switch between.
Yeah.
And it just kind of opens up the feel of it, especially if you have someone crazy like Joel on the handheld camera that just get right up in there, and
Right.
he kind of knows the music a little bit because he's been hanging around, and like, he'll know
And
what.
that's perfect to know who to cut to and everything too, if you know the music.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
grooving with it
Yeah.
too. It's a whole routine. It's like his shots all determined on the groove of the song and the beat, and his impulse with that, and he's got great reflexes with that connection.
And do you want to mention Tom Arthur? Just the real Tom. This guy. That
His name is Real Tom.
Real Tom
the
Arthur.
real Tom.
Okay.
The real Tom Arthur.
Sweet name.
He's our park ranger, videographer, friend that just Isaac's known.
Yeah, I've
been
known
friends
for a
with
long
for
time.
a
We're about to
long
get into
time.
some crazy video stuff. I don't
Yeah,
know if I
he's
want to talk
coming.
about that quite yet.
Mhm.
So we have something to show for it.
They share a brain, those
Yep.
two, and but
When you say video stuff, is that like specific for
We're
one of the
working on it-
singles coming out? Maybe
We're
Like
working on a
video?
TV show.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we're gonna do like you'll make all the music for it, and we're working on it though.
That's
It's-
amazing because looking at your Instagram and stuff, I was like, this is in the same vein as like Trailer Park Boys type stuff, you know.
yes,
And so you're saying you're making a TV show that
We're
fits
trying to
perfectly.
take it there.
Yeah.
We're trying to take it there. Maybe not like Trailer Park Boys necessarily, but like our own vibe. Just like complete everything us.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the commercials, all the programming. Like I want to come up with as many things as we can.
We're actually filming this
Well,
evening, so
Are
Tom's
you?
VHS. Are we? And it's still kind of how we've been filming too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's all on the
all
VHS.
analog. Yeah.
Tape.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have that old type look.
Yeah, and feel, and just those are the limitations that you work within, and you're able to kind of do a lot more with you get that stuff, and you realize it's so easy to break the rules. with it, and it's like, oh yeah, let's create feedback and do all these wild things, and it's really fun to work within those confines because you're doing stuff that no one's ever really fucked with before.
A lot
Yeah.
of experimentation. That's just it's so fun.
Yeah, and you can have your hands on it. It's not just like a digital situation where it's like, oh, I gotta stare at my computer for 4 hours. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that anymore.
That is the worst part of.
Uh.
There's so much editing that goes into everything. It seems like you have to be an expert in literally everything.
Yeah, but
Audio,
why edit
video,
when you can nail it
lighting.
live?
What's that?
Why edit when you can nail it live?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is definitely the way to go live. So with your live streams, do you guys record those and then maybe put them out later? Or is it behind a paywall? Is it just your fans come and donate? How do you set that up?
We just do them live. We don't like pre-record them. So
Well, no, I know they're live, but like you can record live streams and then you could
Oh,
put them
yeah.
out later.
yeah, I think we've have we? Done
Yeah,
that?
we haven't put
Yeah.
anything out. We've been putting them out kind of one song at a time on Facebook.
Yeah, been
but
breaking them up.
I've
yeah.
been breaking them up and getting them ready to release on YouTube and stuff like that. Because you can take them, the footage, you get this footage and this decent audio, and then you
Yeah.
can just, play with it on Adobe Premiere or something, and make
Make
it
it
into
look
something
cooler.
totally else. And
Yeah, going
but-
back into like the TV show type aspect, you using like captions and all
yeah,
that kind of stuff. Put it in the title cards and things on there. Give it this really like unique presentation.
So with are you gonna tie the TV show into the Weird Sisters somehow?
I don't know. It's just something that's kind of blossoming right now, and it's like what's gonna happen with it is like I don't know. It's kind of like too soon to tell because it's just
Right.
been this big experimentation phase where it's like we haven't. I'm sitting on hours of stuff right now of us just doing all sorts of things, and it's just what direction we want to take it. Is as we develop, it'll probably become more clear. But right now, I've been spending this whole summer learning as much as I possibly can.
Me too.
We kind of just will get like our funny homies down there
Yeah.
and do sketches and
Yeah.
just have a good time.
Yeah, just
you know?
just get funny, just get silly and play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
It's the same thing as jamming.
Yeah. So you guys are like branching out creatively in every direction with that's a lot of fun. So your live your live streams
So chaos.
do you guys
Our
stream
feet off
to
it.
a certain site or do you go through your website or like through Facebook or Instagram Live? Where can people find your live streams?
Through Facebook, Instagram, and
Well, not
and
Instagram.
Yeah, we're not
Oh,
live
'cause of the
streaming to
quality.
Instagram again. That was
Well,
we
no, 'cause
did
you-
it, but that's one of an impossible thing to do.
You can't use multiple camera angles really, in
Yeah.
Instagram. The platform doesn't support it, so it's very difficult to do. So going forward,
Yeah,
we're
you can't
just going to
restream.
stream to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
unless you
Okay.
use separate accounts, right?
Nope, can't
Joining
do
in
it.
on
We,
the
we
live
did it. You get a
split
crazy
screen.
distortion. Yeah.
Huh.
Too much.
We've-
Yeah,
believe
you're
me,
not
we've
able to
looked into this a
restream to
lot.
Instagram.
No, yeah, I know,
they won't
right?
accept
That's
your
why it
stream
just, like,
key.
sucks.
You kind of have to you have to
Instagram may
hack it. We
suck.
did it. We figured it
A
out.
little
That
bit
was the
helps
magic
out.
of Bishoy Hannah. He actually was able to get around that problem. But that was about it was because they had changed something. It was like within a month, and then it was a month window where you really could do it. And then now with the stream that we ended up doing, we got this crazy distortion because they don't support 1080. Like it'll degrade it to 720. Then you're trying to put 1080 through 720, and then it looks like 400 or something. It's terrible.
Looks bad.
Yeah.
No.
And then after about an hour it processes, but with the audio and stuff wasn't lined up. It didn't look good through Instagram, unfortunately.
So wow, so the audio didn't line up. Okay.
Yeah, it was all these problems.
yeah.
It worked on every other place we were streaming.
And
it.
we've had like fans reach out and ask like, "Hey, can you stream on Instagram? Because we don't have Facebook." And I just have to write and be like, "No, guys, sorry. Just go to the link.
Yeah.
Like you can just watch it if you go to the link."
Well, unless we do one angle, but
No,
we'll do a really weird angle for that one angle.
Yeah, that
the
could-
audio would be fun audio.
We could just do drum
Oh,
cam.
yeah.
Just set up just Jeff's face and just right his snare drum.
Yeah.
The whole time, just a
Dude,
stick
you
hitting
look
a
great
snare.
under the party lights, man.
There we go.
It really does.
Everybody likes party lights.
Yeah, that's why I set these up.
Yeah, I like the blue.
Yeah, you get a
Yeah.
vibe.
Exactly, yeah.
Get some
Vibey.
ambiance.
It's creamy.
Creamy. That sounds gross. Yeah, I like hearing about all this live stream stuff because I just hit my head on the mic. Yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing, and I had no idea that you couldn't, stream on Instagram like that.
If
or
you're
that it,
streaming from OBS and you're trying to use a stream key, it's not a good idea. But if you can live stream on Instagram if you're trying to do something subtle, put it in the corner.
right, like it'd be better for like a singer songwriter or something,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and but
Yeah,
not a full
definitely.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, it's hard to
Like
do.
our first stream we did with that app.
Yeah, it was
What was
the
it?
restream. Oh, sessions. You're talking about sessions.
Yeah, sessions.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
it wasn't coming to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, we did our first live stream with this. Well, no, our second one we did with this company called
Second.
Sessions.
hmm
They reached out, and it's
I
kind
think
of
I've
like
heard of them before.
Yeah.
But okay, so sorry to cut you off.
No,
but
you're fine.
I've seen some of these companies where it's almost like you can stream to their site and they put your stuff behind a paywall and they do digital ticketing to your fans and everything. But then they take
Yes.
like 20% and it's almost like all they provide is an email service to your fans. It's kind of ridiculous when you could easily just get multiple stream keys and you could live stream to multiple platforms at once and just set up like a donate button and you get all of that.
That's kind of what
Email
we.
list.
That's kind of what we found. I was. I wanted to give them a shot just to see, but I was very unimpressed with kind of how the whole situation went down, and I didn't like what they did with our marketing either. So
They actually provided marketing.
they actually, provided in quotes. They insisted like we had to give them access to
It was their way, man.
our ads thing so they could run a couple graphics to these audiences, but it's a long story. It doesn't matter. But I later looked into it and found out that I did not like the audiences and locations they were marketing to because I know there's a lot of bot activity.
Oh, yeah.
And
you should have
yeah.
some sort of say in that. I feel like.
Oh yeah,
So that
but I mean I didn't care. It was one stream, so
Yeah.
but we're not working with them again.
That's interesting that you bring that up about those companies because I feel like if there's any way to make money, just kind of say that you will do someone's marketing or like you said they insisted that they would do it and it's like are
Well,
these
if their
money-grabbing,
marketing was
you
all we
know?
had for the stream, we would have been screwed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Like-
bands now you have to be
You gotta be careful.
a marketing genius on your own anyways. So your marketing is going to be 10 times better than anything a company could do that doesn't know anything about you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems I see these companies popping up like that for these live streams, and it seems like opportunists coming in to just sort of
They're
take
con artists, pretty much.
Yeah.
take 20% off the top and really do provide nothing.
So be careful.
Yeah,
How much
everybody
careful
out
out
there,
there,
of
children.
yourself.
just make some friends that have some skills.
Or get the skills yourself. It's not that
That
hard.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not hard to learn. It's free and
No.
easy.
Yeah, it really is.
That's what we've noticed. We've just been broke this entire time, so we're just always trying to teach ourselves new
Yeah, I'm
things.
like,
Yeah.
okay, I definitely can't hire anyone to do any of this shit,
Yeah.
so better just learn it.
Yeah, when
Figure it
you're
out
broke, you
yourself.
got to learn for sure.
Yep.
Or even if you have the money, you still got to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
I've really enjoyed this conversation. Is there anything you guys want to plug on the tail end? Just Instagram, website, projects coming up one more time?
Well, the website's theweirdsistersband.com, and the Instagram is _WeirdSisters. So
If
people
you
can find
see
us
if
there.
you see the black Saturn, then you know it's us.
Yeah, their profile picture is a black Saturn.
Well, it's
and
a
I-
green Saturn, really, but yeah, I know what
Well,
you mean. It's
right.
yeah.
So Weird
It's a red
Sisters.
Saturn to me.
Oh yeah, Jeff's colorblind. That's another
Oh, you're
thing.
colorblind.
And-
so
and
what is
Jeff's
what are these color
I
these
have
lights
no
look like to you?
idea.
Tell me what color my sweater is for the audience.
I bet he's
White.
so tired of hearing.
Oh,
That
it's
type of
it's
stuff.
really light pink.
Poor
but
guy.
Jeff,
Looks white to
no,
me.
Gabby, tell me it's white.
It's white, dude. It's white.
That's why I wear blue jeans every day.
How much are those glasses that you can buy that make you see color?
Well, it depends, So my my mother actually bought some for me for red green color blindness one Christmas, and I felt really bad because my whole family was all excited for me to put them on,
Oh no.
and they really didn't do a whole lot because I have pretty severe. I mean, I'm red green, but I'm also blue, purple,
Oh, wow.
pink.
Severe.
So for my case, like I'd have to get specific ones made after taking tests. They're like $800 or $900.
Oh, okay. I was expecting you to be like they're like $8,000 or $9,000.
No, they're not that much.
Now I'm
But I don't know,
curious,
like
Jeff.
for where I'm at now and as old as I am, like I don't know if
You just
I
don't give a shit
even
anymore.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then it would make me realize what I've been missing my entire life, and that might make it worse. I don't know.
Yeah, and then you gotta wear those goofy glasses.
And
all
then
the
they wear
time.
those goofy glasses all the time because they don't have any cool. I mean, that was one thing I looked at. They did not have any like cool.
They don't make
styles.
any Ray-Bans.
They all, they all look kind of stupid.
I have a question. Though.
Rec specs.
So, because I was surprised after Isaac told me one time, it was like, you've taken, magic mushrooms, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yes,
So, like, if you took a large dose of those and then put those glasses on, what? I wonder what would
color.
happen.
He can see color
Yeah.
without the glasses.
Well,
Well,
no,
yeah,
what
but
you-
I
On the
wonder.
mushrooms, yeah.
But I wonder, like,
How more intense could it be? Like,
or if it's how different it is from like just our natural, our normal eyes.
You
I
probably
don't
see
know.
like
I
a
just had that
fish.
thought.
Valid.
distance, like a
thought.
bird.
Yeah, it's and that's like where I always get into to trouble trying to explain it to someone because I have no frame of reference. Like I have no idea what you see.
Right.
So trying to explain it to you is impossible because to me this is just normal.
Well, what you do is you just keep eating the mushrooms until you start to see color.
Yeah.
Because it'll happen eventually.
Oh sure.
I guarantee.
All
Like
the
you mean
colors will be perfect.
permanently? Like just see
No,
them
when you
everywhere. Yeah.
when you come down, you probably won't see the color.
I want
anymore.
to see the colors. Yeah, then it'll be the
Macro
opposite.
dosing.
Everything will be black and
Macro
white.
dose.
The buffet.
Oh, the,
Well, yeah. Anyways.
So are you guys super? I know I was just about to end the conversation, but we sort of just got off into a little track there.
Dude,
Sorry about
Are you
that.
guys into psychedelics? Because you guys are kind of like a psychedelic rock band, and all of your stuff is so
Does
trippy.
Nashville think that? I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if Nashville thinks it, but
But you think so?
I
yeah,
know.
just listening to your stuff. Yeah, I feel like you're like psychedelic kind of
well,
festival rock or something. like- I
listen,
don't know.
man. What I do
Psychedelic
is
rock.
my own business, but I do think that psychedelics are a very beneficial thing for a lot of people, especially for seeing outside of their own comfort zone and perspective. So
Absolutely.
I just want to put on the record that I highly support anybody exploring psychedelics
Yeah.
within reason.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't go crazy.
Don't go
think it's a
crazy with
good-
it, but you should experiment.
Yeah, good healing medicine.
If you're young or old,
Figure stuff out.
Absolutely. Yeah, it takes you out of yourself for sure.
It's suppressed in this country, but like, I was just in Mexico and it's a lot of,
Yeah, didn't you lick the
Sapo.
frog or something?
No, but my roommate did. And man, it's like DMT.
Wait, that actually works?
DMT's
There's a frog?
cousin.
I thought
It's
that was a
called,
joke.
Toad medicine.
Okay.
And it's actually it's like you can lick the back of the frog, the venom off there.
Can you touch the frog and then just do you have to
Sapo.
actually lick it?
There's another form too. It's called
Yeah, that sounds
combo,
kind of gross.
and they actually will poke holes into the skin and rub
absorb
the,
it.
the
Oh,
frog.
that's
on
what
it.
Justin
Okay,
did. My
okay.
brother did that.
That's
He did
a
the
heavy,
combo,
heavy
yeah.
detoxification type. They
I'd be
say it
more into
resets you
that.
at a cellular level, but
Wow.
it could just be a really big, huge purge.
It fucked him up.
Yeah,
It was like,
yeah.
it was like 2 days. But I mean, he came out of that on the other side, I think, feeling like $1 million
So,
bucks. Green
it's
and
not to
wrinkled.
be taken lightly,
Yeah.
But
Well, no, a lot of
think,
these psychedelic trips like that are definitely not to be taken lightly, but
Yeah.
it just seems
None
like
of them are.
yeah, it seems like people come out on the other end, whether it was a good experience or not, with like a whole different perspective on life.
Yes.
So you went down to Mexico specifically for that?
No, I actually went down to Mexico because I fractured my elbow, and I didn't have health insurance. I had to get
Okay.
emergency surgery.
Wow.
So I just kind of flew out very quickly and had that done and saved myself a little bit of money, thankfully.
That's insane. So it was cheaper to get a plane ticket to Mexico and then pay
Yeah.
down there and then come back than it was to get health care here.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like thousands more. And if anybody is looking to get a surgery in a different country like that, like Mexico, know that a lot of their doctors studied, got their degrees in the States. So it
And then
wasn't,
yeah.
My
What's
doctor
the-
spoke English. He was chill.
What's his name?
Dr. Mendez. It was like Cesar Mendez, Arturo,
Well,
and maybe something else on the end. Dude, he was cool.
hell yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out, dude. And I mean, being treated like that in the hospital where, I don't know a lot of Spanish.
Right. Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Did you?
Ignorance is bliss, man. You just let them bring you the food trays and
How was the
you
food?
sleep. It was delicious.
Was it Mexican food?
So I actually had like chicken and rice and vegetables. They'd bring me I got a fruit bowl of the best melon I've ever had and banana slices.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're not
Sick
getting
if
that
we get a
here.
You
margarita.
get a Jello and then you get a juice. You know, so they're
Chips
making
and sauce on a margarita.
really balanced, meal there.
That's the hospital I want to go to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's sold, man.
I'm sure that there's a hospital like that down the road. You know. So,
TriStar.
Here
Yeah.
we are.
that's why I went to Mexico.
Man, hospital food.
Didn't that lady offer you a blunt at TriStar that one time?
Yeah,
in the
no, she did,
hospital?
yeah.
Was it your nurse?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my nurse tried to smoke
No,
a
it
blunt
wasn't a
with me.
nurse.
Wow.
It was a lady that came by to collect, the information.
Yeah,
on-
yeah, but
Where
she was
would
like
you
a
go
practitioner.
smoke it though? In the bathroom in your hospital
No,
room?
she was
Or-
like, yo, you want to come with me?
Do you just look like a super cool dude or something? Like,
Yeah,
who-
I
no
get
one
it.
offers me blunts ever.
Dude, I get approached.
He gets
I get
approached
by
relentlessly.
people. Yeah, people see me like. Yeah, it was like, what was
He
that
just
guy
always
last night?
looks stoned, I
I bought
think.
him a beer, you know.
Yeah, at the gas station.
Yeah, he's just coming. They just know I'm cool, you know. It's
Yeah.
like, hey man, I don't have my ID. You mind buying me a beer? And this kid was like 11, dude. And like, no, I'm just kidding.
I was,
man.
I was like,
He
oh, I was going to cut you off. I was like, look, you might not want to tell that story. if
Yeah,
it's-
He
statute
was
of
not
limitations.
11.
Come
He
and get
was-
me.
He was
Come
an
and get me.
older man.
He was
Shout out
22.
to
He just lost his ID.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
The Weird Sisters have requested that we remove the name of the Taco Bell employee that they mention in this story. Now, back to the broadcast.
at the Taco Bell drive-through. It's like sometimes you need a little push. I just have to put like ideas. I'm probably an instigator to a lot of this stuff, but like we're all in Obama in the band van, and we roll up to the drive-through window, and I was like, "Hey man, when he asks for payment, give him the bowl and the lighter." And I was just like, "No man, give me money." So I just gave him money. But then he sneaks it in, and I don't even know what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Nah, yeah. And the guy at Taco Bell, man, he ran into the little girl's room. You know what I mean?
Hit the bowl.
Yeah, man. He just ripped it, man. Ripped it. And then handed me the bag back. He's like, hey, your utensils are in the bag. You know, the whole thing. But hey, yeah, he was cool.
We actually got that part on film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's
I heard him say the utensils are in the bag. No, it was great.
So was this on like a tour that you guys did, or is this just randomly going through
It
Taco
was like
Bell?
3 days
3
ago.
days ago. Yeah.
So this is just how you
Well,
guys...
exactly.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
The Weird Sisters have also requested that we remove the location of the specific Taco Bell involved in the story. Now back to our regularly scheduled broadcast.
We were all on the train bridge
It was
down
in
Shelby Park
Kentucky.
when the train went by the other day, man. We were up standing in the middle of the river, on the big train bridge up there, and we were just
Oh, that was
looking around,
horrible.
enjoying the moonlight, and all of a sudden, like, is that
Train.
a train, man?
And me and
And
Caitlin
I,
just cling to each other. We're like,
Dangling off the edge 3 feet from a train, like.
Well, and I'm going to see a doctor who's like, we just don't need you to fall right now.
Yeah.
All right, we don't need you
It's
to
like
do any
150
falling
feet
right
down, yeah.
now. And I'm just
that was
doing that.
scary.
But
But the view is just great on
It's a
top
great
of
view,
that
best
train
view of the
bridge.
city,
So
yeah.
why not?
Yeah, and then you turn around, and then you can just see the rest of Tennessee. It's a good one.
So wait, so where was this at again? I think I
Shelby
missed it.
Park.
Okay,
Yeah,
Shelby.
So there's a train bridge that goes
Yeah.
across the river.
Yeah.
And it's like old 1920s. It's like.
Oh, so you guys were on the bridge and a train
Yes.
came?
We were on the
Jesus
bridge.
Over the
Christ.
river.
don't go trying it. Like,
Don't
it's
do it.
definitely illegal.
This
Yeah.
is not a suggestion.
Definitely
of
one of
any
the scariest
kind.
things I've ever experienced.
But,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
We,
yeah, I mean, I've been next to a train as it goes by, and but I was not on a bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
When
you
you're
couldn't
so
reach out and
close
touch
that
it.
you're like thinking if something's jutting out.
Oh.
That's what she said. She's like,
God.
Gabby, watch your
That could-
head. I'm like, what am I gonna do?
I
I
don't
can't
know.
duck that
I'm
quick.
just thinking, from all,
Yeah.
in the moment. We actually started to try to outrun it, Gabby
Yeah, that
and
was
I,
dumb.
Oh,
because
really?
we were trying to get to a section of the bridge that we thought was more stable, and we only got
Stoned
so far
idiot.
to where we just, then we kind of like latched on our own. We had our own beams that we had, and then as it started passing, we just like got on our one beam together.
We held hands.
Held
or
each
something.
other.
Your band
Like,
dies
I
on
love-
train
I love
tracks.
you,
man.
like-
Well, but Gabby is one of the first thoughts in her mind was like, I really still hope, we're going to record with.
We interrupt this broadcast because the Weird Sisters accidentally let slip that they're working on a project that they're not supposed to be talking about. All right, now back to our regular scheduled program.
And you
that was
said
it.
you loved me, and then that was
Yeah,
it.
so I love you, and then
Jeff, it
was
would have been up
over.
to you to carry the torch.
I know. Yeah.
I would have tried.
Yeah. We need you to do
Although
all
I
these-
only play
these
one
vocal parts
instrument,
and
so I
shit.
don't know. We might have been out of luck there.
What I'm curious to know is that if you were actually to get hit by a train, which a guy I heard about on the radio.
My
the
uncle
other
got hit by a
day
train, dude.
over in Wedgwood,
What?
Houston.
Hell
A guy
yeah.
got hit on the tracks just the other day. I think he's okay, but they don't know what injuries he sustained. Yet.
Your uncle
Yeah.
got hit on prom night,
Right.
right?
Yeah, he got hit in prom night. He was driving a Dodge Duster, and like he went to cut across the
In
train
like
track.
the 70s, right?
Yeah, no, it was like 74, 75 or something. And the train hit his car. So I'm from Pennsylvania, dude. So it's like there's coal trains and like there's trains out the ass out there.
Yeah.
And he got hit, and I guess it spun the car around. The girl he'd like stolen the date. He was listening to Molly Hatchet, "Flirting with Disaster." Like that's the story. He had that shit up so high he didn't hear the train whistle. When he cut across the track and it hit him, and it spun out. You know, the girl went flying. You know, to the next fucking dimension. She was cool, but then he had this big cut coming from like his ear down his neck and everything, and his salivary glands got all fucked up. And then
Wait, on the so
he survived.
Well, no, I just want to know about the salivary glands. Now, does he salivate all the time or not
I
at
think
all?
he's
No,
dead.
he's a fucking drooler. No, he's not. He lives in Oklahoma.
Oh shit, that one?
Yeah, Uncle Robert.
I don't know all the
Going back
uncles.
to
Too
when
many.
we saw the train, is what I was wondering. Is you said we didn't hear. I didn't hear any screams, and so I'm wondering. Is like every percent gets hit by a train. Do you scream beforehand? Because like in my mind,
I wouldn't
I'm not
scream.
I would never.
You
scream.
said you wouldn't scream either.
I don't think you'd have time to scream.
I would freeze up and just like
I'm gone.
embrace.
I'm gone.
I'd be like,
I'm
stop.
part of the river.
I try and stop it. Like, put my
Yeah.
hand out. Don't do it.
Oh yeah,
No, no.
Superman.
Taking those superhuman.
Yeah, dude. You. I don't know. We're lucky. Hey, I just think it wasn't our time yet. We still had some work to do. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God.
But who knows? You know, that's one that we're really consciously aware of. A time that we like kind of cheated death in a way. Not cheated, but avoided. And I
I've cheated
feel
death a
like,
few times this year, yeah.
Everybody every day is maybe getting closer to it than they think. But they don't. They're not so aware of it.
Yep.
So
Isaac hit the gong in the podcast room.
Yeah, I killed all the cookies. Sorry, guys. I do
Look at that.
he
That
has
was
to,
the-
he had to
There's
ring the
peanut
bell.
butter.
We kind of
after
expected that, though, I think.
That was the
over
end of
by
the cookie
Isaac.
bell.
I'm gonna try a piece of one.
Peanut butter smells really good.
All right, I'm trying a piece.
So we rolled
Yeah,
up
the
in this
peanut
house.
butter
It
ones, they're
smelled like
good.
cookies.
Oh, I know, yeah. Since we walked in the door.
Yeah. There were, I think, a couple candles lit, and I immediately was like, smells good in here. But then it was like, I didn't even know. The cookie
cookie
wasn't registering yet.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up for real this time. I think it's been a great podcast.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you all
fun.
so much for coming in.
You've been a great host.
For having
Thanks,
us.
Mitchell.
It was
No
fun.
problem, guys. And yeah, just check out their website. What is it?
TheWeirdSistersBand.com.
Okay.
Everything
and,
you need to find us on is on there.
and from there, yeah, you can find their social media and all the great stuff that Isaac's done with it. It's
Yeah, you can
Fucking
find
incredible.
GW Tub. We can also find a horoscope. There's a
yet.
couple different facets. The story of the Weird Sisters is also upon the website. If you're really curious about how we all came together, Chapter 1 has been published, ladies and gentlemen. Look out.
Yeah. I mean, you just want to like pop a Hungry Man into the microwave and go with that bad boy just at like 2 a.m.
Salisbury steak one, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that, man.
Little rice
It's
pilaf.
the only one I've ever had.
and that's the Weird Sisters, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in for another podcast, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
And that's the first podcast episode, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We certainly enjoyed making it. Those guys are super easy to talk to. One problem I've had with this podcast is I'm not really sure how to end it yet. So what I've decided to do is ask every guest that I have on to recommend a local artist or musician that they would like the listeners to check out. And the Weird Sisters were super helpful with this. They gave me like a handful of people they would want to recommend. And I thought this was a good idea because it really goes into the idea of creating like a network for all of my guests to sort of support each other and be able to promote each other, things like that. So the Weird Sisters, they decided to support a handful of bands. Down Boy was one of them. I checked them out. They're super awesome, really funky and like improvisational, but not I can't tell if they're improving or not. I'm sure they are, but a lot of it is, I don't know. They're just really awesome. These other bands I haven't checked out yet, but if the Weird Sisters are recommending them, I'm sure they're worthwhile. Cosmic Collective, Black Moon Mother, and the Morning After Crew. So go check those guys out while you listen to this song by the Weird Sisters off their 2019 self-titled album. The song's called Masterminder Rewinder.
Strange and I end up back with you. Night after night of this fear